What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on Ford versus Chevy for the off-road section of the Westington Cup. This is part number 2. If you can go see part number 1 last week of this brand new playthrough. Last week was the Modern Muscle part number 1. There are 5 parts to this game. This is part number 2, off-road. So we got to go in, and first off, we have to pick a vehicle from the garage to purchase. Don't remember how much money we had or points or whatever this is, points I guess, saved up from the first part, but we have 29,000 and we have to spend at least 20,000 on an Equinox, which is just a sad travesty. Could get an Avalanche for spending quite a bit more, actually, for quite a bit more, at least in terms of miles per hour and top speed. And we have the Colorado in there, which is, I guess, exactly the same, but more expensive for some reason, even though it's smaller. I don't know what that has to do with anything. And then the Borrego Concept, which is better handling, but slower accelerating and slower top speed. I don't know. We're just going to go with the Equinox. What the heck? I don't think it really matters that much. Let's get it in green. Why not? Something different. Automatic gearbox, of course, 20 grand. So we have 9,000 points left. We're not going to do any upgrades right now. Again, no idea if we'll need them or not. But same deal as the first part. If you watch that, we're going to have a couple of events there chosen. The car is chosen by the game for kind of special events. A couple of circuit races, a point-to-point race, a drag race, and then I think it's like a time trial or something. So we might as well just start with the drag race because drag races are awful and hard. But we'll jump right into it, and we'll start off with this. I think there are 7 events in each one, so that may not be quite correct, but we'll see how this works. So drag racing, again, the whole point is to get a good start and then try to nail your upshifts and not steer and somehow win. I think they're really hard, and they're way too complicated for what they should be. We're racing against a Ford F-150 flare side, it appears. All right, I'm ready. We'll see if we can flub this up a million times. I don't know why you have to why they have you do that. Good change. It does not. Oh, it does tell you where to change gear. I was gonna say it doesn't tell you where to change gear. It just says good change. I guess I was not looking at it correctly. It does tell you where to change gear, but I think we just barely won that. We did by about half a second over Reed, so great, I guess. Whatever, we'll take it. Again, I said that those were the hardest things from what I remember from the game, but maybe I was just a stupid idiot back when I was a kid and don't remember how to do this, or maybe there is one of these at some point that's going to be really hard. So, again, snap it up and smash it, or sorry, not snap it up, snap it and smash it up are the two that are chosen by the game, the cars that we're going to use. So we'll do those, and then we'll have Royal Route, which is, I assume, the circuit 1 and 2. And then Rustic Run is going to be our point-to-point, I assume, and then Westward Trek is going to be the time trial. So we'll just do snap it up first. Oh, this is the one that I always struggle a lot with. Not because it's hard, it's really finicky. You have to drive the Borrego, if I remember correctly, to these marked spots to take pictures, stop in them for a second, and then he goes and takes the picture. Maybe it's the Equinox, I don't remember. Maybe the Borrego is the smash it up one. But anyways, we'll get right in this. Let's see, what are we using? Yeah, this is the Borrego, I was correct. This car shakes like crazy when we start here. Watch the body shake on this as we accelerate. What's up with that? That can't be good. Anyway, so yeah, we gotta go to a certain number here in 4 minutes of picture locations. It's all about making sure you get into these areas and stopped. That was a terrible one there. We stopped way too much and actually backed up, so it's not that difficult. You just gotta be pretty precise with your timing, and the last one's actually really hard because it's kind of at the airfield or whatever that place is that we saw a couple times last time. So brakes are actually really good, funnily enough. Don't remember how many sections there are again, but we only have 4 minutes to complete this. One right up here on this right-hand bend. That was a better one. We didn't have to come to quite a complete stop there. Didn't hit reverse like an idiot. But we're good. Just barely missed that wall, actually. So we're clicking along pretty nicely here. Decent shape so far to start. There's one up here on the left of these. I know that these are all supposed to be like picturesque camera places. But I have no idea what any of these places are. They just seem like kind of random locations. Maybe they're just glamour shots. I also am not exactly sure why, if this is day 2 or section 2 or whatever of this big event, this worldwide event, the Westington Cup, why is the photographer leaving on day 2 that we have to rush and get these shots before he heads to the airport? Like, did he only care about modern muscle, or I missed? I know it's fictional. Don't throw hate at me, but it's just funny to think about. Again, this is kind of like a classic gas station or something along those lines, but we're good. Just funny to think about. So we're down with 5. We're done with 5, down 5, I should say. Again, another one here that's kind of in the middle of nowhere. There we go. That one was actually pretty well done. I think so, at least. Alright, a little bit of a cruise now to the next one. It appears we don't have anything coming up very quickly. I've stopped there before at those train tracks to see and wait and see if a train comes. It never does, so it's not that interesting. Still in good shape. Here we go. Another one coming up here. Pretty long one. So we can carry decent momentum in there, hopefully. There we go. Didn't quite get slowed down enough, but we made it. Left-hander coming up here. A little bit of a drift there. Of course, no boost juice, no drift points in this, not using our own car. Very tight corner coming up here. I'm just going to send it because this isn't our car. Actually handles pretty well considering I turned in there at about 80 miles an hour. Oh, let's hit that wall. Again, not our car, it's fine. So only 47 seconds or so to go here, so hopefully there aren't too many more locations. I know where the last one is. It's up here a little bit. We got, looks like 2 more to go. We got 1 more after this. I was like, how slow do I have to be going? All right, we only got 30 seconds left to get to this last one. We got to get in there. We only got 1 chance at this. Obviously, we can't go past it and turn around. I know that from my memory because I've had nightmares about this exact challenge trying to get into this little bit here and get stopped and turned. It's nearly impossible. There is air time that you get on the braking. We might not make it this first attempt here, folks. We only got 10 seconds, so. 5, 4, oh, it's way up here. I saw that shed, excuse me, and hit the brakes, but there goes the 4-minute marker, so we are going to have to do this one again. We'll use this as kind of a test for our braking point. We'll just brake at the airplane. Not early enough. Alright, so 10 seconds over there, so you can see that this is actually one of the trickier ones. You gotta be pretty perfect. You can't mess around for sure. So a lot of driving in between some of these, so we gotta go back out and try it again, unfortunately. Whew. Again, the reporter has arrived to cover the event, and it's your job to show them the high spots of the town before their flight leaves. So again, why are they coming in and leaving so quickly? But whatever. All right, let's try it again. 4 minutes. We know that that's not very long, so we gotta be pretty perfect here. Gotta be able to be brave and brake late. Gonna have to obviously find some time somewhere in my driving. 10 seconds worth. Oh, that was way too deep for that one. We got a little bit of air there that didn't help, but oh man, all right, this is where it starts to get frustrating when I just can't put it all together here for a number of races. A little bit of air time there for that one didn't help. We gotta remember that. All right, come on, Justin. So the first one was pretty straightforward. The modern muscle is pretty straightforward, but this has proven to be already more difficult than that was. We've had some games that have done this. They've thrown some curveballs at me at times, but there we go. No idea again if that was better or worse than the first time. Car isn't the best handling car of all time, but that was okay. It wasn't the smoothest getting into there, but we were able to accelerate out through it from our slow speed, so that was all right. Hopefully this guy can just continue to take pictures while we're on the move slightly. That'd be okay. Just gotta try to keep our speed up, try to roll through some of these at low speed. That's gonna be key. There we go. That was a good one, actually. Not sure how much time we are up on our previous run, but it's gotta be at least a little bit. There's our minute mark, our recall that we're minute 5, so we might be 3 or 4 seconds up where we were last time. Again, my driving has to be a little bit better here. There we go. Took us a little while to get slowed down for that one, but it wasn't the end of the world. So we know every second's going to count. We know that every little bit's going to count for those last couple for sure. So we got to make up as much speed as we can, as much time as we can here, what we can in these faster bits. Throw a little bit of caution again to the wind just to try to make some speed here. That one seemed like it was okay. Seemed like it was all right. That was 1:55 there to be done with that one at the checkpoint. 3 more to go, 2 minutes to go. Obviously, we have a lot of driving to get to the next couple, but it's all right. Do wish we had boost juice for this one, funnily enough, then. One more coming up here around this bend at the split. We should go this way. Try this. Don't know if it matters. It might matter. It might not matter. Maybe it matters a lot. I have no idea. I don't remember where we... Oh, we did have to go around a much tighter bend that last time, so maybe that was a huge time saver coming this way that we didn't do the first time for some reason. Maybe I'm just dumb and didn't remember that, but... Oh well, we do have some time here to spare. We have about 1 minute and 10 seconds to get 2 more, which is way more than we had last time, so maybe I just saved like 30 seconds there for no reason. Go. So we got a minute to get to this last one, which last time I think we had 30 seconds. So I think I just found like an unintentional long cut the first time because I didn't remember and just assumed we were going right. Tried going left this time and found chunks of time that we saved. So we're learning, we're experimenting. We gotta remember that this game can kind of trick us like that at times. But now we got 40 seconds to come up to this last bit. Just gotta not make any mistakes, not overshoot it, and then we should be okay. I saw that camper on the left there last time. Thought that was it. Make sure we get in there. There we go. Nice and easy here. Here's the jump. Don't want to go flying across up there. 337, so much easier that time. No reason to panic. Nice and straightforward once I stop being a pleb. We'll take it. All right, that was not the smoothest thing I've ever done, but turns out I'm just dumb. So cool, got that one done. Now we gotta go smash up some more billboards. I think that these are all like graffitied if I remember correctly. Yeah, vandalized signs. So again with the billboard connection here, we'll see how this goes. I don't know why anybody would protest this. Offensive slogans and TV coverage. Yep, sounds about right. So 2:35 is our marker to beat. Should be fun. All right, we're ready. Chevy Avalanche. Of course, there are a number of normal ones that you don't want to hit. You have to remember that. Ad. It's so funny. I don't remember which ones are the bad ones, so we gotta make sure we don't hit the good ones. Looks like the red ones are the bad ones. What? I did not hit that one. That was all right. Hitboxes and netcode or whatever. It says I was here actually on these now that I just read that one. So, all right, we have to leave a little more space than that because apparently you can hit those from not being near them. So we gotta avoid that. I didn't think I was particularly close to that one, but no matter, whatever. All right, let's try it again. Don't remember how many we have to hit, but we have 2.5 minutes, and we have to not get close to the good ones. That is not the way to do it, apparently. So, all right, here we go. You get a time bonus for that, which is awesome. Looks like it takes away 5 seconds, which is cool. Pretty helpful. Olson's even better. There's a perfectly normal one there, right in the middle of the freaking highway for absolutely no reason whatsoever. That's actually really funny. All right, we're doing all right. We're cruising along here. This is just Billboard City. My boss would love this, but we are all. Oh, there's a moving one. Is that digital? Heck yeah. Let's go. There's a good one. Don't want to hit that. Bad one. Do want to hit this one. This sounds like a freaking shotgun shot when you hit him, which is very strange. Are we hitting them with our car, or are we just like blowing them into the moon? I don't understand. But here we go. Hit the bad one, missed a good one. Said good hit, we got a time bonus, even though I just seemingly barely clipped that one, so not sure what's up with that. Obviously, this is going to take longer than 2.5 minutes, since it does take away time for every single one that we hit, so that's just our maximum kind of expiration time, if you want to think of it like that. There's a tricky one, 2-layered one. I don't know why they hit the second one and not the good one, but we're good. Cruising along quite nicely. No more coming up here immediately. One coming up here on the left, seems like. I assume there's going to be a good one right in this apex that we have to go around. Yes, indeed there is. Oh, good. Again, not our car. It's fine. Hit the bad one. That sound effect is ridiculous. This game actually has somewhat low reviews. People don't seem to think this is as nostalgic as I do, but I find it absolutely hilarious, so. We're in good shape. We got about 50 seconds of time. I assume there are a couple more that are going to take some time away. I assume there are like 10 total or something, but we're in good shape. Again, good one and a bad one here. Gotta go around the good one. Hit the bad one. There we go. Another bad one here. I was here. Indeed, they were. Go around the good ones. Hit the bad ones. We got time to spare. Oh, that's it. Cool. So we won by like 40 seconds. I guess it gives you time to miss a couple or hit the wrong ones, perhaps. So, again, kids game, I understand. So 43 seconds we had to spare, which is awesome. Do not need to play again. Thank you very much. A lot of fun. That was a good one. We did pretty well there once I drove around the hitboxes the first one. So our first race was our own car, Rural Circuit number 1. Pretty much just an oval, essentially, it seems like. We do get to use our nice Equinox here. Again, we get two fellow Chevrolets and 3 rival Fords. We'll see what kind of competition we have here in the off-road section. And here we go. Oh, they get an RS200. What is that crap? There's no way we should be able to beat an RS200 in the Equinox. I just want to get that out there right now. But no matter. Here we go. Again, we do have the boost juice. There we go, a little bit of that. Gotta make it 3 laps, so we don't want to use it all immediately. Hopefully nothing too complex here with this circuit. There's our little split that we had.
The board should just retire
now. Our dude's back. There we go, to 109, 110, 113. Field staying a little bit closer, tighter together here. They're all still kind of right behind us. Can't really tell exactly if it seems to matter that the, I'm going to move my mouse here, though I didn't even think to do that, so apologies, folks. But anyways, I've never noticed that,
and as you can see now, the competition
thanks, guy.
Is really
I've never noticed if driving on the grass and the dirt slows you down and affects your speed. I would assume it does, but I don't know that for sure. We're just cruising here in 5th gear. I hear an RS200 around us somewhere. We can fix that. Just out of there. Get some space. Don't remember if there's a look back or not, but we don't really need it.
Don't ruin the moment by talking.
Doesn't seem to be any effective driving over the grass and dirt there. All right, one more lap to go. Another clean lap, which is great.
Looks so easy.
Feel a little more tightly packed together, which is nice to see in this one. We saw some pretty spread out races back in Modern Muscle last time out. Nice to see a little bit closer field here.
Well, he's certainly
there we go, we'll rock it away here. Save a little bit for the exit of the this last corner coming up, just in case we need it to get us back to the start-finish line. Can't hear any competitors very close to us, but that doesn't mean they're not around. Surely they're not too far behind, so around this final corner, one more shot of the boost juice, and that'll be a victory in the first circuit race for off-road.
Yes, a great result for the Chevrolets, But no, Tom, no buts.
This
The
guy.
Chevy's won.
Farina,
That's all
7
we need to
seconds
say.
back, is in second place. Avalanche in third. Other RS 200 in fourth. Expedition fifth. And then our other Equinox buddy, Kelly, in sixth. So cool. We make it through the first circuit event. No, we don't need to play that again. Thank you. And we'll be on to, I guess, our other circuit, Rural Route 2, and then we'll just have the point-to-point stuff left. A little bit of an interestingly shaped course there, a couple tight turns. See how this works out. See what kind of competition we get from the rivals. There we go. All right. Oh, we have the Bronco concept. This is back when that was just a concept instead of what actually became the Broncos. My car seems to be moving there on the grid. But anyways, this was that weird kind of mid-2000s Bronco concept.
Can't stop the Chevy Express.
Chevy
And
Express.
that could be the move that wins
All right.
the Chevys.
We have a hairpin turn here somewhere. Oh, it's not that bad actually because we just cut across the track there.
Skill and class.
I don't know what a Kinase drift or whatever that said there was, but apparently that's different than normal drift. Does that mean we were sliding on two wheels or something? But
This is amazing.
We're good?
driving. Yes, I'd expect it. Tom, don't ruin the moment.
again,
by
it would have been
jogging.
so easy to put. There's our digital board again. It would have been so easy to put like all the traffic cars and the fake cars that are there in front of people's houses as Fords and Chevys in the game. Like they obviously already have the licensing and stuff because they're in the game as driving cars. So I don't know why all the cars that are like traffic cars and parked in front of people's houses are two-dimensional. Yeah, we do lose all our bonus points there for hitting the walls, which
And
sucks.
a big
But
hello to all
still
our
okay.
viewers in Europe, Asia, and Australia, and everywhere else in the world. That's right. We're being watched in over 1,800 countries right now. I'm not sure that's right, Gary. Maybe not, but it sure sounds good to me.
1,800 countries. Well, there are 194 countries or something like that in the world. Maybe it's 94. I don't know. Regardless, we're in good shape. Big gap here again, so maybe it's just the RS200s that are fast. Maybe everything else is still garbage. But
Speed, power, and
losing
majesty.
everything every time we hit a wall there. Not exactly brilliant by me. Do have a nice gap though. Very nice gap indeed.
Well, he's certainly showing us what he can do.
All right, final lap. In good shape. Nice gap for sure. Flick it up through here. Nice power slide, we'll take that. Accelerate down the long straight. We have a really nice, pretty large gap actually back to the cars behind so far.
And as you can see now, the competition is really heating up.
Is it though? For second, is that what this is?
Actually rehearse the stuff, or does it come naturally? Mostly it's spontaneous. I'm glad to hear that, because I didn't waste your time.
All right, nice long drift. Allow us to boost all the way up to this final corner here. And there's the finish line, and we will take it. 2 minutes 31.
Chevy win. The Chevys have won. In your face, Tom.
These guys are ridiculous. So that one we win by 21 seconds over Reed. So back to our monster success. No, we do not need to play it again. Thank you very much. Equinox is plenty good. Very happy with that. We got 2 events left. We have the Rustic Run and the Westwood Trek, excuse me. Let's go see what our garage looks like, how much money we have. We should have quite a bit. 29,000, which we could trade in again to get something much faster, but I see no point. Our trusty Equinox is doing okay. We'll go to Rustic Run. Point-to-point race this is. We'll end out with the other one, whatever it is. I don't remember. Time trial, is that what they are? Anyways, we should be in good shape. Get right into it, point to point, same deal. 3 rivals, 2 Chevrolet teammates. Races aren't too terribly long, a couple minutes, so that's good. Ready to go on the grid. I see another Equinox, a Bronco, Ford F-150 up there. Not sure what that Chevrolet is. Looks like a Colorado, perhaps. Everybody moving around a lot, so we'll just jump over here. Body slam the Bronco. It's fine. All right, we're good, I guess. Whatever. are away, but no idea where we're going, so we'll just chill. On the dirt underneath this barn into a very tight corner here, it seems.
The Ford should just retire now. They'll never catch it. Now that's driving. Great driving. This guy's a pro.
I don't know what any of that was, but we're good. Long straight there, so we'll use some of the boost juice. Big air, it's great. Big wall slam, whoops. Again, it doesn't appear to be damage that you have to pay for or that affects your car or anything, so it's fine, whatever. Navigate through this section pretty chill, pretty easily.
And as you can see now, the competition is really heating up.
These guys do get annoying by the end of this. I promise you that you'll want to turn them off by the time we get through with the racing, which is section 5.
I'm glad to hear that, because I'd hate to think you wasted your time actually thinking it up. The Mona Lisa, Leonardo's that boom.
There we go. Obviously, the reason to use some of the boost juice is because you can't get more if your meter's full, so might as well use it. Nice and smooth so far. Gotta be getting up towards the end of this.
Well, he's certainly showing us what he can do.
Again, pretty large gap here to the cars behind. It's alright, we're in good shape. Don't know how much more we have of this to go. That was not really what I was trying to do, but we're fine.
He makes it look so easy.
Again, big gap. A couple of the cars looks like have fallen off the back of the leading train there, but we're all good. Longer straight, so we'll use a little bit more boost juice while we can. A long sweeping corner here. Gonna make us go left on the road split this time.
The Westington is... Sorry, Tom, but I'll have to interrupt you there.
Jeez.
Why?
These guys.
Because we're witnessing a master at work here, Tom, and we should do that in silence.
There's the finish. We'll take it.
Chevy
245.
I see it shut you up, Tom. Well, yes, it shut you up good.
The Big, or whatever that burger pulled pork sandwichy thing is. Anyways, we won that one by 15 seconds over Nash. Chevy 1-2. Martinelli. And then off the back, Arkin and the other Equinox. The Equinox is not doing so hot other than mine. Mine seems to be much faster, or I'm just a way better driver than the other people in the Equinox. So it's all good. We will take that. We will be on to our final event, which is the Westwood Trek, whatever that means. Again, it seems to be a time trial of some sort, but we might have a couple laps to get it done. Here, there, it's just several laps we have to do in 350s, so... yeah, cool. So we get a nice award from this. 3 minutes 50 is our time to beat. Should be doable, I would think. Oh, I remember this one. This is a fun one, actually. But a couple of trees and stuff that can stick out and grab you and kill you, so we gotta be mindful of that. We gotta do 3 laps in 3 minutes 50, which isn't too bad. That's about 3:15 per lap, plus the get up to speed on the first lap, another 5 seconds or so. Or sorry, 1:15, excuse me. Not too bad. Not too bad. Sharp corner coming up here, so we're gonna not use any boost juice. Shortcut the course there just a little bit. Kind of a boring track, just kind of essentially around this town or whatever this is here. One more corner. There's our 115. And we're on pretty good track now. Right on the money that was actually there even with the start lap, so. Through there nicely, use the boost juice again down the long straight here. course again there. It's fine. Nobody saw anything. The start finish line is all the way on the other side of the track. They saw nothing. We're good. Everything's great. There we go. 1 minute 20 to get this last lap done. We'll take that. Should be doable. There we go. Nice long straight. Building some speed. Awesome, we'll take that. Shortcut the course one more time, nothing to see here. No drama, we saw nothing, it's fine. It's a big arrow over this jump. Nice little bit more boost there. 25 seconds to go, just a couple more corners, should be in decent shape. One final corner, plenty of time. Now just about 9.5 seconds to spare, we will get through it, and that is the off-road section done, so we will jump into the cutscene as soon as I click this button. So again, I think the sound is okay, but if it's not, let me know, but just preparing you, we do have a cutscene coming up right now. No, I do not want to play again. Thank you much.
All to play for as we go over to the next series, Classic Muscle.
Hey, Baker, Classic Muscle. Looks like they're playing our tune.
You can tune all you like, but the Forge will still win.
Oh, Lock Forge is known for their muscle cars.
Ha! I got one word for you. Mustang.
Whoa.
Grandpa, we're trying to watch the TV. Yeah, turn it up.
The Muscle Cars series is all about raw power. But it's not just about straight-line speed in this series. These engines certainly pack a punch, but it's still the driver's skill that really counts.
Thanks, Tom. Still sticking with your Ford prediction?
Sure am, Gary.
Just like you said it was gonna rain today. So, let's head over for the start of this, the Classic Muscle series.
God, these announcers just are ridiculous. Anyways, cutscenes are great, but next time out, we'll hop into the Classic Muscle for part number 3. So, hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you drop that like, sub down below. Don't want you to miss any of the action from iRacing, from Ford versus Chevy, Camaro content, anything else we do. Appreciate you all so much. I hope you are enjoying this so far. And this is a pretty fun section. We have a couple of interesting challenges here. I think the one with the Camaro in the parking lot is one of my favorite in the whole game. So, be back next week to check that one out, but I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll get to that one in a week. So till next time, as always, bye.